But first, giving gifts at Christmas is more than a holiday tradition. Giving gifts is also a form of communication, a way for us to establish and strengthen our relationships with others. And the gifts you give can reveal a lot about your personality. What are your gifts saying about you? That's today's Focus at 5.
Well, I'm always very pleased. Sometimes maybe something I don't want, but I am always very grateful.
Put enough time and effort into putting in the thought and doing something you want, whether it be cheap or expensive, it doesn't really matter. Like I said, it's a thought that counts.
How much did they pay for it? Can I take it back?
Expensive gifts, frugal gifts, practical gifts, frivolous gifts. They all say something about the gift giver and the person who is getting the gift. Professor Audrey Guskey of Duquesne University studies consumer behavior, and she's our guest today. And thank you for joining us, Dr. Guskey. Okay, now you have to tell me, what do these, you have quite a variety here. We'll show them all, but what do these gifts say about you?
Well, when you give a gift, it's really a reflection of yourself. It's almost like a social looking glass. And depending upon the type of gift you're giving to someone, it's going to suggest what you think about that individual and really who you are as a person. So there's a lot of psychology behind this gift giving.
Okay, I don't know. I don't think it takes Einstein to figure this one out. Here we have this little negligee here and a toaster. Which would you rather get from your husband for Christmas?
Let's first start by talking about the toaster. A person that gives the toaster or some kind of like a popcorn popper, or for your children if you're buying particular clothing, or even maybe flannel underwear, you're a practical type of a person, and so you're buying very practically. You're very much interested in functional types of gifts, gifts that mean something, gifts that are useful. That's one particular type of shopper. Another type of shopper we have is more the creative gift giver, and they like to give perhaps homemade gifts, bake things for us, make things for us. And if they can't do that, they may buy gifts that you can then use. For example, for your children, you can get something like sand art, which they can then be creative and use. Or one of the big rages also is a lot of the computer games that they have for kids now. And it suggests that kids can be creative and artistic and educational as well. So those are gifts that if you're a creative type of person. And the creative purchasers are the ones that have been out there shopping for a long time. They probably started in July. They're still shopping. They're enjoying it. They were looking for the perfect gift for each individual. We've come to the third type of shopper, and this is the most interesting of all, the impulsive shopper. And this is where we get certain types of lingerie, whether it's silk boxers or some kind of teddy or something like that. The impulsive shopper waits till the last minute, have probably very little, if anything, purchased at this point, and their hours are
take whatever is
down.
left, huh?
Jewelry is also a good purchase for an impulsive person, and we found that the majority of impulsive purchasers are men, so a lot of men are still out there buying. Or something like Starlight tickets, which is interesting and exciting and fun. It's that type of creative person that's
Okay,
purchasing.
who gives a gift certificate?
Gift certificates, in a way, just like money, are a cop-out, and it's really showing that you haven't put much thought into it, and you're not really, it's sort of a bad indication as far as your relationship with that individual.
Maybe
So
a cop-out.
Could be a cop-out, yeah.
And those who shop on Christmas Eve, you said you still have shopping to do. That's why.
I have a tremendous amount of shopping to do. After the show, I'm going to be heading to the malls and trying to finish it up today.
So
I'll
what
be
does
out
that
there with
say about you?
I think it says that I'm more an impulsive person. But I'm hoping that my gifts are fun and exciting and of
You're
interest.
hoping you have a creative gift giver to give something to you.
That's true, too, yes.
What kind of gift giver are you, John? I think...
Actually, I pretty much think it out ahead of time and get the stuff done. This year, in years past, I wait till the last minute.
So you're a practical type of guy?
Pretty much so, but am I giving a message by what I'm giving? Am I telling the person something? Like if you pick out a book, I mean, are you giving the wrong message? Could you be?
Well, it depends on what type of book you're actually buying. So if it's something that's interesting and intriguing, that has a very strong positive message.
But this red thing over there, there's no message behind that?
I was waiting for him
There's
to get
no
to
message
that.
behind that?
Oh, there's a lot of message behind that.
Thought so.
Ho, 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 and Merry Christmas.
Yeah, likewise
That's what's
to you.
behind it.
Likewise to you both.
Merry Christmas, John.
Thank you very much.